Afternoon, my name is Daniel Solomon J. Campued. My topic for today is the types of lens. So, lens. A lens is a transparent material such as either one curved surface or one flat surface, or two curved surfaces as with mirrors. These two lenses are either convex or concave. So, yung sinasabi niya dito na convex and concave, dun sa glass, di ba yung flat surface niya, yun yung convex niya. At yung concave, yun sa parang sa curve, na nag-curve dun sa glass, yun yung tinatawag na concave. So, another definition ng lens, a device used for focusing light ray reflected from an object to form an image of the being photographed in the film plane. It is usually made of one or more pieces of glass or clear acrylic. Each piece of the lens is called element. So yung lens daw ay made of glass or glasses. Punta naman tayo dito sa types of lens. Letter A, sabi niya dito, simple lens is made of glass or other transparent substance having two opposite regular sources. Yung sinabi ko kanina, yung made up of glass, yung lens, simple lens. Letter B, camera optics are lenses which are spherical and symmetrical piece of polished glass, the purpose of which is to gather light rays. So yun daw, yung purpose ng camera optics ay yung mag-gather ng light rays, refract and project the rays in such a way that a sharp, clear and without distortion image is produced on the rear wall of the camera.
Types of camera lenses reported by Castro Hannah Cristina. First is positive convergent lens or convex. Positive convergent lens or convex. A convex lens is a converging lens which works much like a concave mirror. This kind of lens is thicker in the middle of and thinner towards the edges, like the lens in a magnifying glass. The image is changed by the position of the object in relation to the focal length and the radius of curvature. If the object is beyond 2f, the image is real, inverted and reduced at 2f real, inverted and the same height between f and 2f real, inverted and magnified at f. There is no image, and in front of f, the image is virtual, erect, and magnified. Second is negative divergent lens or concave. Negative divergent lens or concave. A concave lens is a diverging lens which works similar to the convex mirror. This lens is thicker towards the edges and thin in the middle and are used in helping correction of nearsightedness. All images produced by concave lenses are virtual, erect, and reduced. There is an error in lenses, most notably in concave lenses, called chromatic aberration, referring to the fact that the focal length of lens can vary with the wavelength of light that is passed through it. This can be corrected by cementing two lenses together, one convex, one concave, into a single lens. Camera lens. A camera lens, also known as photographic lens or photographic objective, is an optical lens or assembly of lenses used in conjunction with camera, body, and mechanism to make image or objects either on photographic film or on other media capable of storing an image chemically or electronically. Next is lens flare. Lens flare, light reflected inside a lens or camera causing noticeable differences of exposure in certain parts of the picture. Also, the effect of this light is visible on the film. There is usually caused by a direct light source within or very close to the lens field of view. A lens hood is the best protection against flare. Lens flare is an image-forming light reflected from the lens supply which degrades quality of image. Lens hood, an attachment to the lens which shades the lens in front from non-image forming light which can cause flare. In photography, a lens hood or lens shade is a device used on the end of a lens to block the sun or other light source in order to prevent glare and lens flare. Lens hoods are more prominent in long focus lenses because the field of view has a smaller viewing angle than a wide-angle lenses.
Lens speed refers to the maximum aperture diameter or minimum f number of a photographic lens. Lens with a larger maximum aperture, that is a smaller minimum f number, is called a fast lens because it can achieve the same exposure with a faster shutter speed. Conversely, a smaller maximum aperture, larger minimum f number is a slow lens because it delivers less light intensity and requires a slower shutter speed. A fast lens speed is desirable in taking pictures in dim light or with a long telephoto lenses and for controlling depth of field and bokeh, especially in portrait photography and for sports photography and photojournalism. In terms of focus, there are two types of lenses sold today. We have the autofocus lens and the manual focus lens. In autofocus lens, the photographer doesn't have to do anything. And in the manual focus lens, the photographer must adjust the lens focus by hand. Focal length is the distance between the rear nodal point of the lens and the focal plane when the focus is set at infinity. Focal point, also called principal focus, focus the point on the axis of a lens or mirror to which parallel rays of light converge or from which the appear diverge after refraction or reflection, a central point of attention or interest. Film plane or focal plane. It is the area inside any camera or image-taking device with a lens and film or digital sensor upon which the lens creates the focused image. Is one which produces an image that roughly matches what the human eye sees and which looks natural to the viewer. Is one which has a wider angle of view than a normal lens. This allows you to fit more into the frame or to get closer to your subject. Is a lens with a longer focal length than standard, giving a narrow field of view and a magnified image.
Good day guys, I'm here to discuss the zoom lens, fisheye lens, the macro lens, quasi fisheye lens, and the variable focus lens.
Is
zoom lens is a mechanical assembly of lens elements for which the focal length and thus angle of view can be varied, as opposed to a fixed focal length or the FFL lens, C prime lens. A true zoom lens is also called a parfocal lens. Parfocal lens is one that maintains focus when its focal length changes. The next one is the fisheye lens. The term fisheye was coined in 1906 by American physicist and inventor Robert W. Wood, based on how a fish would see in ultra-wide hemispherical view beneath the water. A fisheye lens is an ultra-wide angle lens that produces strong visual distortion intended to create a wide panoramic or hemispherical image. Let's proceed to the macro lens. Macro lens is a dedicated lens that is optically optimized to handle extremely close focusing distances and can take sharp and highly detailed image of microscopic subjects. Macro lenses are used for shooting close-ups. Next is the quasi-fisheye lens. Quasi-fisheye lens is a lens or a lens attachment producing an image that covers the entire frame. A true fisheye lens circular image is completely within the frame. The last one, which is the variable focus lens. A zoom lens is one in which focal length is variable. Elements inside a variable focus lens shifts their position, enabling the lens to change its focal length in effect, providing one lens that has many focal lengths. And this is the typical focal length and their 35mm format designation.
I am Daryl A. Conte, and our topic is typical focal lengths and aberration or lens defects. Typical focal lengths and their 35mm format designations. Less than 20mm or super wide angle o yung mas maluwag sa landscape. 24mm to 35mm or wide angle, ito yung normal lang na landscape. Then 50mm or normal lens, ito naman yung tinatawag na straight or documentary. Kapag 80mm to 300mm or mas kilala sa tele, ito naman yung tinatawag na portrait. Kapag greater than 300mm or super tele, ito yung ginagamit sa sport, pagkuha ng larawan ng ibon, at kung ano ba, aberration or lens defect. Something that prevents light from being brought into sharp focus, thus enabling the formation of a clear image. So yan, yung pumipigil sa pagpasok ng light sa sharp focus kung saan nagiging malabo ang image. Then lens flow or the inability of a lens to reproduce an accurate focus in sharp image. Ito naman yung hindi kaya ng lens mag-reproduce ng malinaw na image. Types of aberration. Spherical aberration. The focusing different points of rays passing through different parts of spherical lens. This aberration occurs because light hitting the outer parts of the lens is bent more sharply and comes to a focus sooner than that passing through the middle. In spherical aberration, the image is blurred. So, spherical aberration is a potentially serious artifacts that can have serious consequences on images produced by the microscope. Spherical aberration is the result of using lenses having spherical surfaces, which is currently the only practical approach to lens design. Spherical aberration occurs when light waves passing through the periphery of a lens. Number 2, or other types of aberration. Chromatic aberration. The failure of different colored light rays to focus after passing through a lens, focusing of light of different colors at different points resulting in a blurred image. In chromatic aberration, the image is surrounded by colored fringes because light of different colors is brought to different focal points by a lens. So, yung chromatic aberration is one of the most common faults observed in spherical lenses, which is yung red light is not refracted at the same angle as green or blue light. So, the focal point on the optical axis of the lens is farther away from the lens for red light. Likewise, green light is focused closer to the lens than red light and blue light. And blue light is focused in a plane that is closest to the lens. Two types of chromatic aberration. Number 1 is lateral chromatic aberration, and number 2 is longitudinal chromatic aberration. Lateral chromatic aberration is also known as the transverse chromatic aberration. Kung saan yung lateral color causes colored fringes at the edge of the field. Natawag yung severe lateral colors kapag nag-a-appears ay parang overlapping rainbow. And longitudinal chromatic aberration, it is the inability of lens to focus all colors or wavelengths at the same plane on the lens axis. So yan, if a lens cannot focus different colors in the same focal plane.
Good morning, sir. I am Robert Secrela Jr. And ang topic ko po ngayon ay Chapter 5, Astigmatism. Astigmatism, the inability of the lens to bring horizontal and vertical lines in the subject to the same plane of focus in the image. Astigmatism occurs at the edge of the image. The image appears elliptical or cross-shaped because of an irregularity i.e. the curvative of the lens. Then the inability of the lens to bring to focus both vertical and horizontal lines on the same plane. Line in some direction are focused lens sharply than lines in other directions. Astigmatism is caused by axial rays. It will appear the line of equal density are less density horizontally or vertically. Astigmatism is improved by stopping down the lens, smaller lens opening, larger f number. Number 2. Coma. Coma occurs when light falling obliquely on the lens and passing through different circular zones is brought to a focus at different distances from the film plane. A spot of light appears to have a tail rather like a comet. The image of a point source of light cannot be brought into focus, but has instead a comet shape. Coma causes parallel oblique rays passing through a lens to be imaged, not as a point, but as a comet-shaped image. Coma can be improved by stopping down the lens. Coma is an aberration which causes rays from an off-axis point of light in the object plane to create a trailing comment-like direction away from the optic axis. A lens with a considerable coma may produce a sharp image in center of field but become increasingly blurred toward the edge for a single lens. Coma can be partially corrected by bending the lens. More complete correction can be achieved by using a combination of lens symmetric about a central stop. Number 5. Curvative of field. A curved, concave or saucer shaped image of an object which was flat surface. The image distance is different for different points of the object due to their differing distance from the axis. The plane of sharpest focus become curved, not flat. It is caused by rays from the outer limits of the subject plane coming to focus nearer to the lens than the axial rays. Image come to focus in curved shape away from the CCD. This defect is not improved by stopping down the lens. Number 6. Distortion. Curvilinear, which is the inability to produce the same enlargement in the image formed by the edge of the lens as in the part formed by the center of the lens. Distortion causes the image a straight line at the edge of the field. Distortion, misrepresentation of proportions of objects or of their arrangement in a scene. The two main types of lens distortion are barrel distortion, in which the straight lines near the edge of the view frame are bowed outward from the center, like a barrel shape. And 2. Pincushion distortion, in which the same line bend towards the center.
Hello guys! Ako nga po pala si Emily Crisostomo ng bscrim 2-2. Ang magiging topic ko po ay tungkol sa lens defect. So ano nga ba ang flare o optical flare? Ang flare ay bunga ng dobleng pag-urong mula sa mga panloob na ibabaw ng lens. Ipinapakita nito ang sariling bilang ng isang malabo o maulap na semi-pabilog na patch ng ilaw. Ang dobleng pagmumuni-muni na ito ay maaring mabuo ng isang imahe na tinatawag na imaheng multo. Ang flare ay hindi imahe na bumubuo ng ilaw, binabawasan ang kaibahan ng saturation ng kulay. Ang flare ay sanhi ng pagkaliliwanag na mga lugar na paksa at gumagawa ng mga panloob na pagmumuni-muni sa lens. Ang pagpapatigil ng mga filter ay maaring dagdagan ng apoy. Ang mga coatings ng lens sa pamamagitan ng mga FMG, ang paggamit ng isang angkop ng hood o hindi mga stock hood ay maaari ring makatulong sa pagbabawas ng apoy. Ang flare, ang ilaw na hindi nabibilang sa isang imahe na madalas na kumukuha ng hugis ng isiwang ng karaniwang sanhi ng pagbaril o patungo sa ilaw ng pagkukunan. Ang pinagmulan ay maaaring lumitaw sa imahe bilang isang salamin mula sa interior ng kamera o mula sa lens. Ang flare ay madalas na nagre-resulta ng isang pangkalahatang pagkahawas ng kaibahan ng mga imahe. Pupunta naman tayo sa mechanical na flare. Ang mechanical na flare ay maliwanag na mga spot sa pelikula na dulot ng kalat-kalat na ilaw mula sa pagod na makintab ng mga bahagi ng lens tulad ng mga hinto, shutter, mount o mula sa loob ng mismong kamera. Ang light loss naman ay ang karamihan sa mga naayos na lente ng panirahan ng isang sangkap na magbabawas ng isang uri ng flare or optical at kung saan madaragdagan din ang kakayahang optiko na magpapadala ng ilaw kaya binabawasan ang pagkawala ng ilaw. So dito naman tayo sa stray light. Maaaring mabawasan o matanggalan sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng wastong lugar sa ilalim ng lens sa harap ng lens o kalasag. Mga larawan sa ghost, hindi isang tunay na depekto ngunit nakikita ng madalas at kung minsan ay nalilito bilang isa. Ang mga magkakaibang mga imahe karaniwang nasa hugis ng diaphragm o isang napakamaliwanag na mapagkukunan ng ilaw na kasama sa pinangyarihan. Nagdudulot ng mataas na lakas ng ilaw na gumagawa sa mga sinag ng bumalwak na paligid ng lens at bumubuo ng isang imahe. Kadalasan maraming mga imahe ang lumilitaw sa isang hilera sa pinangyarihan, simula sa malapit sa pagkakunan. Ang mga imahe ng ghost ay maaaring mabawasan sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng isang angkop na hood ng lens. Dadako naman tayo sa ghost image. Sa pag-expose ng litrato sa oras, isang bagay na bahagyang naitala sa pelikula at sa makatwid ay may isang itsura tulad ng multo. Nagaganap din ang ghosting kapag gumagamit ng electronic flash sa isang mabagal na mabilis na shutter. At ang isang pangalawang imahe ay nakukuha sa pelikula sa pamamagitan ng ambient light. Ang ilang mga ito ay tumutukoy din sa flare bilang isang imahe ng multo. Dadako naman tayo sa huli, ang pagkakaiba. Muli, hindi isang tunay na depekto ngunit isang pag-aari ng ilaw. Ang pagkakaiba ay baluktot ng light ray habang pumasa sila sa isang maliit na pagbubukas o nakaraan ng isang matalim na gilid. Karaniwan kapag ginagamit ang isang pagkaliit na diaphragm f16, f22. Ang pagkakaiba ay nagiging sanhi ng isang punto ng hindi gaanong matalim. Ngayon ay dadako na tayo ngayon sa huli kong report, ang red eye. Isang imahe kung saan ang pula ng isang paksa ay pula kaysa itim. Ang epekto ng pulang mata ay sanhi ng ilaw mula sa isang flash na naglalakbay sa iris at nagpapaliwanag sa retina sa panloob ng mata na pula ang kulay dahil sa mga daluyan ng dugo nito at ang kamera ay nakukuha sa pamumula ng pelikula. Ang pulang mata ay kababalaghan kung saan ang mga tao ay kumikinang ng pulang mata sa mga litrato. Ito ay sanhi ng malapit na flash sa lens ng kamera na nagiging sanhi ng ilaw mula sa paksa na ay pinapakita ng direkta sa likod ng kamera. Kapag ang mga sunog na ilaw ay sumasalamin sa dugo ng mga capillary sa likuran ng mga mata ng paksa at bumabalik sa lens ng kamera. Ang mga taong may asul na mata ay particular na madaling kapitan ng hindi namumula na kababalaghan dahil na mayroon silang mas kaunting pigment upang makuha ang ilaw. Ito na po nagtatapos ang aking topic. So, thank you po sa pakikinig. Bye!
My name is John Lloyd L. Daracan, BS Criminology 2-2. Ang binigay sa aking topic ay fixed focus lens tsaka red eye reduction. Ngayon, ang uunahin kong topic is fixed focus lens. Fixed focus lens or sometimes focus free. The focus is set at the time of lens design and remains fixed. It usually set to the hyperfocal distance so that The depth of field ranges all the way down from half that distance to infinity, which acceptable for most camera used for capturing image of human or object larger than a meter. Rather than having a method of determining the correct confusing distance and setting the lens to the focal point, a fixed focus lens rely on sufficient depth of field. To produce acceptable sharp image, most camera which focus free lenses also have a relatively small aperture which increase the depth of field. Fixed focus camera which extended depth of field sometimes are known as full focus camera. Depth of field is the distance between nearest object that are acceptable sharp focus in an image. The depth of field can be calculated based on focal length, distance to subject, the acceptable silker or confusing size, and aperture. A particular depth of field may be chosen for technical or artistic purposes. Limitation of depth of field can sometimes be overcome with various techniques and equipment. Red eye reduction. What is red eye effect or red eye reduction? Red eye is caused by light reflected off the subject retina, and as a result, a trace of red appears in the eye of your subject. If the angle of reflection is less than 2.5 degree, red eye will occur. See the figure below. One way to overcome the red eye effect is to move closer to your subject so that the angle of reflection is larger than 2.5. The cause of red eye effect, or you can use the internal red eye reduction capability, although it may not be very effective. Ito itinuturo naman to kung paano i-operate ang red eye reduction. To activate red eye reduction in both AREC and MREC, use the flash setting button on the subject panel. Press this button until the eye icon appears on both the LCD panels and LCD monitor as shown below. Once the eye icon appears, all subsequent shots using flash will use red eye reduction. Yun po yung ibig niyang sabihin. When red eye reduction is in effect, do not move the camera immediately after the shutter release button is pressed to take a photograph. The camera will fire red eye reduction light for about 1 second and then fire the flash actually take a photograph you want. Therefore, after pressing the shutter release button, hold the camera steady until the internal flash fires. Note that even with this red eye reduction capability activated, the red eye reduction may not be gone completely. This situation could even be worse when you take photograph for your pets. See the left and middle image below. The biggest way is to recompose so that the flash is not pointing directly to your subject eyes. The right image below, or consider the use of external flash. Why those red eyes still appear even though red eye reduction is activated? The distance between the center of on-camera lens and center of the internal flash approximately 5.5 cm for convenience. Be the distance from the camera and to an eye. Be the reflection angle. So yun po yung ibig sabihin ng red eye reduction.